Disclaimer: this is a work of fiction created for entertainment purpose only, not affiliated with BTS or Weekend Entertainment. Characters and storylines are fictional and for entertainment purpose only. If you are homophobic, then please just leave. Tigers Bunny promote respect and kindness. Introduction. Dr. Kim Taehyung, a mature, gentle, utterly devoted husband and respected doctor known for his sweet nature and calm demeanor. While he spends his days caring for others, his heart belongs entirely to his beloved husband Jungkook. At home, he is not just a doctor, he is a talking partner, always watching over Jungkook with quiet protectiveness. But when it comes to Jungkook's health, Taehyung becomes surprisingly strict, missing meals, sleepless nights, or even a sneeze from his bunny will earn serious attention. He is the type of husband who will sneak vitamins into juice and scold with love. CEO Taehyung Kim Jungkook, bold and commanding in the courtroom. Jungkook is a sharp, composed CEO who leads his company with a fiercely focused look. The moment he steps through their front door, all that authority melts away. At home, Jungkook transforms into a soft, clingy baby bunny, utterly in love with his husband. He adores being spoiled, cuddles and kissed by him, and can't sleep without his arm around him. Despite his strong persona at work, he has one hilarious weakness. He is terrified of injections and hates medicine, which unfortunately for him means endless teasing and lectures from his very serious doctor. Golden sunlight slips through the sheet curtains of their bedroom, casting a soft, warm glow across the silk sheets tangled around two bare bodies. Kim Taehyung lay on his side, his fingers gently brushing the messy strands of chocolate brown hair sprawled on his chest. His eyes, still half lidded with sleep, stayed fixed on the bunny in his arms. Kim Taehyung, the fierce CEO, who now looked nothing like his cold, stoic self. Here is the safety of their bed. Jungkook was all soft, pouty lips, brushed cheeks, and sleepy eyes, his bare chest rising and falling slowly against Taehyung's skin. Taehyung, still sleepy baby, Taehyung whispered, voice low. Jungkook whispered softly and snuggled deeper into his husband's arm. 5 more minutes again. Taehyung smiled, brushing his nose against Jungkook's forehead. You said that 10 minutes ago, Princess. His hand wandered slowly, trailing over Jungkook's back down to the curve of his waist, caressing skins he already knew by heart. Jungkook shivered at the touch, biting his lips. You are not being fair. He was already feeling his body react. Taehyung leaned in, his lips brushing the shell of Jungkook's hair. I haven't even started being unfair yet, babe. Before Jungkook could protest, Taehyung shifted on top of him, gently caging him in with his arms, lips meeting Jungkook's in a slow, heated kiss. Their mouth moved in perfect sync, soft signs, teasing tongues, and the kind of kisses only married lovers know how to give. Jungkook softly, legs wrapping around his husband's waist as he clung to his shoulders. Taehyung's voice was low, dominant yet sweet. You want more, bunny? My small baby wants his morning medicine. Jungkook fetched a deep breath. I don't say it like that. But Taehyung only smirked, lips trailing, kisses down his neck. Why, it's true, my baby gets so needy in the morning. Clothes were already long, forgotten, skin pressing against skin as Taehyung's hand slid down to grip Jungkook's thigh, lifting it slightly. He whispered a soft, Taehyung, I love you, baby, against Jungkook's lip before slowly pressing into him, making his bunny cry out in fear. Jungkook, Taehyung, I have got you, Taehyung whispers, stroking Jungkook's cheeks with all the love in the world. Let me take care of you. Their rhythm were slow, deep and intimate, not just lust but love, every moment full of devotion. Taehyung kissed away Jungkook's and tears whispering praises into his ear. Taehyung, my bunny, so perfect for me. As they reached the edge together, tangled in each other's warmth, Jungkook clung to him like he never wanted to let go. Breathless, flushed and glowing, he buries his face into Taehyung's neck. Jungkook, I love you so much, Tae, Jungkook whispered between hands. Taehyung kissed his forehead, wrapping his arms tightly around him. I love you more, my love. Now let's get you cleaned up. Then, Madison, you still have the sore throat. Author POV. Jungkook ate ice cream yesterday, so he has a sore throat. Jungkook immediately pouted. No, not the medicine, heavy. Taehyung only chuckled darkly. You are not escaping it, Bunny. Even if I have to fang you and inject it myself. Jungkook, white eyes blinking. You wouldn't. Taehyung smirked, tried me. He picked whiny Jungkook and left to the bathroom for fresh up. Time skip after breakfast. Jungkook pouted from beneath the thick comforter, only his round doe eyes peeking out. His fluffy bunny ears twitched nervously. Taehyung always said stress made them wiggle, and he wasn't wrong. Jungkook, I said no shorts, hubby. He whined, voice muffled. I feel better now. See, he coughed, then immediately winced when it came out weak and rough. From across the room, standing in nothing but a pair of black sweatpants and his doctor's authority, Taehyung crossed his arms with a raised brow. In his hand, a tiny injection. Taehyung, better, huh? He asked flatly. Then come out and say that to my face, Bunny. Jungkook, no. Jungkook wailed, burrowing deeper. You are evil. I'm your husband, not your patient. Taehyung walked to the bed slowly, his deep voice dropping low. You are my everything, my husband, my baby Bunny, which is why I won't let you get worse. The blanket trembled. Taehyung leaned down, yanking the blanket off in one smooth motion, exposing a flushed, wide-eyed Jungkook curled in the middle of the bed, still panting, his neck, legs strangled in the sheets. Taehyung, catch you. Taehyung smirked, crawling up the bed like a predator. Now be a good bunny and turn around. Jungkook eyes widened. Wait, you're gonna do it now, but hubby, that thing goes in my Taehyung, in your thigh. Taehyung cut him off, unless you prefer the other option. He whispered near Jungkook's ear, voice thick with amusement. Jungkook spit and covered his face. Why are you like this, Taehyung? I am a doctor. Taehyung murmurs, voice pure, velvety, lips brushing Jungkook's flushed cheeks. And your health is my responsibility, Bob. Now don't move, I will be gentle. Jungkook whimpers as Taehyung gently disinfected the area. This is abuse, husband. I am telling your hospital. Taehyung chuckled softly, placing a sweet kiss on Jungkook's as distraction. Done, he said seconds later. Jungkook blinked. Huh, Taehyung? Told you I would be gentle. Taehyung whispered, pulling him back into his arms, straddling him close. Now you can complain all you want while cuddling. Jungkook immediately wrapped himself around Taehyung like a koala. Still hate injections, he murmurs, hiding his face in Taehyung's chest. Taehyung, but you love me, Taehyung teased Jungkook. Unfortunately, Jungkook mutters, smiling into his skin. So much. Taehyung smiled and gently rubbed his bunny's back. I love you too, my bunny. After injection, Taehyung made Jungkook drink a syrup also. After finally taking his medicine with much pouting, food stomping and one long kiss as prepped, Jungkook sat on the edge of the bed with puffed cheeks and watery eyes. Jungkook, I still hate the taste, he grumbled, wiping his lips. Taehyung chuckled, crouching down in front of him with a towel slung over his bare shoulder. You act like I poisoned you, bunny. It's literally cherry flavored. Jungkook, it's cherry with pain. Taehyung smiling. Taehyung leaned in and kissed his forehead. Come on, let's get you fresh up. They stepped into the warm bathroom together, steam rising from the glass shower as Taehyung adjusted the water. Jungkook stood behind him, arms lazily wrapped around his waist, cheeks resting on Taehyung's bare back. Jungkook, I don't wanna go to the office today, he murmurs. Wanna stay home and cuddle my doctor husband. Taehyung turned around and tapped his nose gently. And I want to handcuff you to the bed and spoil you all day, but patients are waiting, bunny. They shared a lazy, warm shower filled with soft laughter, slow kisses under the water, and Taehyung gently shampooing Jungkook's hair while whispering about how cute he looked. Later, wrapped in towels, they moved back into the room. Taehyung helped Jungkook blow dry his hair, styling it gently, then brought out over his outfit. Taehyung, don't wear anything too tight, Taehyung warned, raising an eyebrow. You are still a little weak, Jungkook smirked while buttoning his white shirt. What if I wear one of your oversized sweaters and nothing underneath? Taehyung paused mid-tie. You are trying to get me to cancel work, Jungkook. Maybe. With that dramatic sign, Taehyung kissed his bunny spout way and helped him into his blazer. Tempting, but I need to be at the hospital by 9, and you, Mr. CEO, have three meetings this morning. They both got fully dressed, Jungkook in a sleek black suit, silver chain resting against his collarbones, while Taehyung looked effortlessly handsome in his white doctor coat over a crisp navy shirt. Outside the apartment, standing beside the car, Taehyung adjusted Jungkook's coat collar. No skipping meals today and no eating unhealthy food, huh? Jungkook pouting. Okay, doctor husband. Taehyung smiled and pulled him in for one last tight hug. Text me if you feel tired and don't overwork yourself. Jungkook hid his face in Taehyung's chest for a second before whispering, love you, hubby. Taehyung, I love you more, bunny. With one last lingering kiss on his lips, they finally parted. Jungkook heading toward his sleek black car, Taehyung climbing onto his own. Even in different places, their hearts stays connected. Time skip. The CEO office, usually filled with the sharp clicks of keyboards and Jungkook's commanding voice, was eerily quiet. Jungkook lay curled on the plush office couch, his blazer thrown aside, one hand clutched over his stomach. His cheeks were flushed, lips parted with soft whimpers as another cramp twisted through his gut. Jungkook, my stomach, he groaned, kicking weakly at the pillow beneath his feet. Park Jimin, his secretary and best friend, knelt beside him with worried eyes. Look, I told you not to eat the spicy food from that shady street car. Jungkook buried his face in the pillow, but it smelled so good, he mumbled in a guilty voice, eyes watery. And I was hungry. You left me for a whole 15 minutes. Jimin, brushing Jungkook's hair back, you literally had 2 meetings, skipped healthy lunch, and then ate garbage. Jungkook, I'm a grown man. Jungkook pouted. Jimin, you are a Barrett with a sensitive stomach and a hot doctor husband who's gonna kill me when he finds out. Jungkook immediately shot up with wide eyes, then winced, gripping his stomach again. No, don't call Taehyung, he whined, full-blown bunny panic in his voice. He will give me medicine like the gross powder one, and he will say, I told you so, like 50 times. Jimin folded his arms. He is your husband. He needs to know. Jungkook, no, Jiminy, please. I will rest here. Don't tell Heavy. I will cry. Jimin blinked. You are already crying, Jungkook sniffled. That's different. Jungkook curled up tighter on the office couch, his stomach still twisting uncomfortably. His forehead was slightly sweaty, lips pouty, and his shirt was half unbuttoned as he tried to get some relief from the stomach pain. Jimin hovered nearby, phone already halfway to his ear. I'm calling Taehyung. This is ridiculous now. Jungkook, no. Jungkook's voice cracked as he sat up too quickly, then immediately winced and whimpers, clutching his stomach. Jimin rushed over, panicking. Cook, yeah, this is serious. You have been groaning in pain for the last 30 minutes. You obviously have stomach flu, maybe food poisoning, and you have got a fever. You need Taehyung. Jungkook pouted, eyes watery. He will give me the gross pink medicine and scold me. I will handle it. I will drink warm water and sleep early. Jimin stared at him blankly. You can barely sit straight, but you are gonna cure yourself with water. Jungkook flopped backward dramatically onto the couch, groaning like a drama prince. Please, Jiminy, don't tell him. If you love me even a little, just wait until I go home. Jimin crossed his arms, eyes narrowing. You always do this. Whine, pout, act cute, and then pass out from fever and leave me to deal with angry Dr. Kim, who thinks I kidnapped his bunny Jungkook. But I'm cute, Jungkook said weakly, giving a teary-eyed wink. Jimin groaned and rubbed his temple. Fine, I won't call him, but he knelt in front of Jungkook, serious now. You have to tell him everything when you go home tonight. Got it? Everything. What you ate, how long you were in pain, what you didn't eat, all of it. Jungkook pouted harder but finally nodded. I promise, Jimin. Gave him a look, said properly. Jungkook, I promise I will tell Habib when I go home. He mumbles like a sulky child. Jimin sighed in relief. Okay, I will cancel the rest of your meetings. You rest, then go home early. The sun was already dipping low when Jungkook arrived home, barely managing to shuffle inside before collapsing into the couch with a groan. His bag hit the floor, blazer half on, shoes still clinging to his feet. Jungkook, I feel cross. He peeked toward the door, ears twitching slightly, knowing Taehyung would be home soon. Jungkook, should I fake sleep? He mutters, but the promise he made to Jimin echoed in his head. Tell him everything. Jungkook curled up onto the couch and sighed. He gonna kill me. The front door clicked open and the sound of keys dropping onto the bowl by the entrance echoed softly through their quit apartment. Taehyung, Bunny, I'm home. Taehyung's deep voice called out gently. Jungkook immediately sat up straight on the couch, slapped his cheeks to bring color back and force the brightest smile he could manage. Welcome home, hubby, he chirped, his voice just a little too high, a little too strained. How was the hospital? Taehyung paused mid-steps, eyes narrowing slightly, his gaze dropped to the sweat on Jungkook's forehead. The faint redness on his cheeks and the slight tremble in his fingers as he stood. Bunny, you okay, Jungkook? I'm fine, Jungkook sang, walking toward him, tired, just a long day, let's cuddle. But before he could reach Taehyung, his steps faltered. He gripped the side of the couch, face contouring in pain as another wave of cramps hit his stomach. A low, shaky whimper escaped his lips. Taehyung, heart drop, love Jungkook. I'm fine, Jungkook whispered, now clearly sweating. Really, Taehyung gently but firmly catch his arm and pulled him closer, placing a hand on his forehead. You have a fever, you are burning up, Bunny. How this happened? Jungkook shook his head quickly, but his lower lip quaked. It's nothing heavy, just a little stomach, Taehyung said again, voice low and sharp now, not angry but deeply concerned. Look me in the eyes and tell me the truth. Jungkook resolved, cracked, his eyes filled with tears, and he suddenly clung to Taehyung's shirt, burying his face in his chest as his whole body trembled. I didn't wanna worry you, he cried, voice muffled and breaking. It started hurting at work, but I thought it would go away. I ate from the food cart and it tasted bad, and then I had a meeting and I didn't tell you because I knew you would scold me and make me drink that awful medicine, and now it won't stop hurting. Jungkook, his knees buckled and Taehyung catch him quickly, wrapping his arms protectively around his trembling bunny. Taehyung, oh princess, he whimpers, guilt and worry flooding his chest. Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you tell me earlier? Jungkook sniffled, face still hidden. Cause you are scary when you are mad, Taehyung pulled back gently, cupping his cheeks. I am scary because I love you, you idiot, because I can't stand seeing you like this, Jungkook pouted through his tears, hiccuping softly. You are still mean when I am sick. Taehyung Taehyung sighed, kissing his forehead and picking him up brighter style. And you are still stubborn even when you are falling apart. Come on, let's get you in bed, baby. Jungkook curled into his arm like a child, still sniffing. No gross powder medicine, Taehyung, no promises. Taehyung carried Jungkook straight into their bedroom, carefully laying him down on the bed. The younger whimpered as he curled on his side, still holding his itching stomach. It's okay, Bunny. Taehyung murmured, brushing his fingers through Jungkook's stem here. I have got you now. He placed a kiss on his forehead before disappearing into the bathroom. Moments later, he returned with a warm bowl of water, a soft towel, and a clean, cozy clothes. One of Taehyung's oversized sweatshirts and fluffy pajama shorts. Jungkook picked up tiredly. Hubby, you don't have to. Taehyung, I want to. Taehyung sat gently, sitting beside him. Now arms up, let me clean you up, baby. Jungkook obeyed with a small bow, letting Taehyung pull off his shirt. His body shivered slightly at the sudden air, but soon relaxed as the warm towel touched his skin. Taehyung gently wiped him down, his movements slow and filled with care, trailing the warm cloth over his shoulders, down his back, his arms, and gently across his stomach. Every now and then, Taehyung would pause to press a soft kiss to Jungkook's temple or whispers, "Almost done, my love." Jungkook sniffled quickly. You are too nice when I feel gross, Taehyung. You are never gross. You are always my bunny, Taehyung said, helping him onto the clean clothes. The sweatshirts was so big it swallowed him up, the sleeves falling past his hands, but Jungkook didn't mind. He looked tiny and cuddly, just how Taehyung loved him. Then came the dreaded moment. Taehyung sat beside him with a small cup of medicine and a spoon. Jungkook glared at it like it had insulted his ancestors. No, Taehyung, princess. Taehyung warned, softly raising eyebrow. Don't make me pin you down, Jungkook. Maybe I won't there, Jungkook mutters under his breath. Taehyung blinked, catch off guard, then smoothed. Later, for now, be good and open that pouty mouth. With a dramatic sigh and a whimper, Jungkook opened his mouth. Taehyung fed him the warm, strawberry-flavored medicine slowly, wiping his lips after every spoonful. Once finished, he handed him a sip of warm water and kissed his forehead again. Taehyung, see, not so bad, Jungkook. I still hate it, Jungkook whimpered sleepily, eyes already dropping. Taehyung helped him lie down properly and tucked the blanket around him. Then he slid into bed right beside him, pulling Jungkook into his arms so his bunny could rest on his chest. Rest now, I am not going anywhere, Taehyung whispered, stroking his back. Jungkook, don't leave me, Jungkook murmurs, already half asleep, clutching the front of Taehyung's shirt tightly. Taehyung, never, Taehyung promised, pressing a soft kiss to his forehead, not even for a heartbeat. As the room felt quiet, only the soft sound of Jungkook's breathing reminded, calm, warm, and finally at peace in the arms of the man who loved him more than life itself. Sunlight peeked through the curtains again, casting a gentle golden glow across their bedroom. The air smelled faintly of lavender and warmth, the comfort of home. Jungkook stirred slowly under the blanket, blinking sleepily. His body felt lighter, and the cramps had dulled, and his fever had broken sometimes during the night. And most importantly, he was still tucked perfectly into Taehyung's arms. A small smile crept on his face as he listened to the soft rhythm of his husband's heartbeat beneath his ear. He let out a sleepy sigh and nuzzled closer. Taehyung, you awake when he came? Taehyung's groggy morning voice, deep and low, laced with sleep. Jungkook. Jungkook murmured, voice soft. I feel better. Taehyung opened his eyes and kissed the top of his head. Good, you scared me yesterday, you better. Jungkook pouted. Don't bring that up, Taehyung. Oh, I will. Taehyung tears rolling down on Jungkook was under him. face flushed pink. You almost fainted, cried in my arms, and still had the nerve to refuse medicine, Jungkook. I said, I'm sorry. Jungkook whined, arms flailing cutely beneath the blanket. Taehyung just chuckled and leaned down to press a soft, lingering kiss to his lips. I forgive you, he whispered, but only because you are cute. When you were crying into my chest like a baby, Jungkook. Yeah, Jungkook pushed him weakly but then pulled him back just as fast, wrapping his arms tightly around Taehyung's waist. But I love you. Taehyung smiled, his heart melting all over again. I love you more, so much, it hurts sometimes. They lay there for a while, tangled up in each other, soaking in the quiet morning and the afterglow feeling. Eventually, Taehyung kissed his forehead again and whispered, how about I make us breakfast, something soft, no more junk food ever? Jungkook nodded sleepily, only if you feed me and let me sit in your lap, Taehyung grinned. Deal. Later that morning, Jungkook sat cross-legged in Taehyung's lap at the kitchen counter, wearing his husband's sweater, nibbling on warm porridge fed by his doting doctor. His one ear twitched happily, his stomach still felt tender, but his heart was full, protected, loved, and spoiled by the only man who could handle his variety stubbornness with a smile. In sickness or health, CEO or baby bunny, he would always belong to Dr. Kim Taehyung. Later that evening, after a calm day of rest and soft meals, Jungkook lay comfortably in bed, scrolling through his phone. He was warm, well-fed, and smugly thinking he had escaped all the teasing from earlier. That is, until Taehyung came in. The door closed with a soft click. Taehyung stood there in grey sweatpants and a tight white shirt, stethoscope still around his neck, his eyes dark with mischief. Jungkook. Have you? Jungkook blinked innocently. Why are you looking at me like that? Taehyung smiled as he walked over slowly, crawling onto the bed like a predator. Because he sat brushing his finger under Jungkook's chin. Someone thought they could skip medicine, lie to their husband, and still get away without consequences. Jungkook gulped, cheeks flushing as he shuffled back against the pillow. I was sick, not naughty, Taehyung. Oh baby, Taehyung whimpers again, his lips voice husky. You were very naughty, Jungkook squeaked as Taehyung flipped him over easily, his palms pressed onto the bed. Wait, hubby. Taehyung. Now Taehyung purred, leaning down to press kisses along the back of his neck. Doctor's order, time for your injection. Jungkook breathed it. You can't just say that. Taehyung hands slid down to Jungkook's waist, gripping it firmly as he whispered, oh, but I can and I will. What followed was slow, sinful bliss. Taehyung made love to Jungkook like he was his patient, his baby, and his obsession all at once. Every moment was deep, controlled, and dominating. He whispered praises and scoldings in his ear between kisses while Jungkook moaned beneath him, lost in pleasure. Taehyung, such a pretty bunny, Taehyung roared as he, in slow, delicious strokes, Bereti all day, but now crying, so sweet for me, Jungkook. So deep, Jungkook whimpers, gripping the sheet. Taehyung, you feel that? Taehyung smirked, leaning down Jungkook's shoulder. That's your punishment, baby, and your reward. Jungkook couldn't even speak anymore, just sobbed out and buried his face in the pillow, completely at Taehyung's mercy. Their bodies moved in perfect rhythm, sweat glistening on their skin, the air filled with love and lust. Taehyung brought him to the edge again and again, never too rough, but never letting him fully rest either. Taehyung, I will make sure you never lie to your doctor again. Taehyung whimpers, kissing the tears from his bunny's cheeks. When they both finally came undone together, trembling in each other's arms, Taehyung held Jungkook close, stroking his back gently. Jungkook. Now that Jungkook panted breathless, was the Worst injection ever, Taehyung. Laughed softly. Oh baby, don't tempt me. There is always a second dose. In the bed, tangled in Blacken's love and sweat, Jungkook realized something with a sleepy smile. Being Dr. Kim Taehyung's patient might just be his favorite punishment of all.